Hey everyone, this is Scott here with Classic Elite, and today I've got a hardware review of the new Roku 3. This thing is sweet. I really like it a lot. And this is coming from somebody that is a owner of the XS2. The Roku 2 XS is a really good device, and this has a lot of the same features. You're going to see Ethernet, there's wireless built in, there's HDMI out. But if you can see that slot under the HDMI, that's a micro SD card, which is really cool. Just like the XS and some of the other Roku devices, there is a USB port in there. So for comparison's sake, this is what the Roku 2 looks like. You can see that there's just a little bit of difference in the style, but essentially they are about the same size. The Roku 3 certainly has a little bit more weight to it than the XS does. This is a very light device, and this is very light. So they're both just really tiny little streaming boxes. And also take a look at that. There's a freaking headphone jack, and it works really well. I am super impressed with the way that they utilize the Bluetooth technology, not only for the remote control for some casual games, things like that, but also for volume. Which I thought was great, and also because of the volume built into the remote, you get some headphones that are actually pretty decent. I was pleasantly surprised, we'll say, by the sound quality of the headphones. And here are some additional earbuds. So there is a little bit of leeway. I know they clearly know that not all earbuds fit every single person. It's definitely not a one-size-fits-all sort of scenario. And, you know, they were certainly more comfortable and sounded better than stuff that normally comes with your iPod or something along those lines. So I was certainly happy with that. And, yeah, when it comes to the device, I mean, it looks good, it's tiny. And did I upgrade just because there's a headphone jack now that works well? No, not really. I'm going to show you some of the internal features that make this thing great. And before we get to that, one thing I want to mention is that from a functional standpoint, when you plug the headphones into the remote directly, it automatically mutes the audio output of the Roku. So you don't have to mess around with going up to your TV or pressing mute on your remote for whatever is your audio output source. So I thought that was really convenient, and there was, I don't know, maybe 50, maybe 100 different notches as far as the volume setting is concerned. And with that kind of granularity, you're going to be able to really fine-tune the way that you want your audio to go. It's not like there's only 10 notches and it's either too quiet or too loud. There's certainly a lot of flexibility there. So let's take a look at some of the new features with the Roku 3 and some of the things that made me actually try this device out and love it. Over the Roku 2. Alright, and here we are with a tour of the interface of the Roku 3. And I apologize for having to record this also with my camcorder, but unfortunately my capture software won't let me record things directly off the Roku. What do you know? I don't have any problem with that sort of anti-piracy stuff. So since I'm just doing a tour, I figure that this will be fine. And yeah, when it comes to the interface, it is a vast improvement. As you can see, there's going to be 12 channels available for you to view all at one time, which is really cool. I only have 10 channels loaded because I really don't utilize a lot of the extra channels that are available. But let's say you have 20, 30, 40 channels available. Scrolling through is going to be a breeze now. You can see there's no delay. Everything is really snappy. And there's a cool bar which lets you know that you've reached the top of your menu. You can also arrange these in any way that you want. So it's move giant bottom to the center, which they deserve to be. So one of my favorite gaming sites of all time. So yeah, I'm really happy with the navigation and the performance. So here is a quick look at the channel store. There's just a ton of categories here. Most of the things are free. Some things you can pay for. And you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and I love this channel. Maybe get some I think some Ben Hex reviews are maybe in here, and yeah, Revision 3 is cool. So as you can see, I now have that populated in my channels, which is pretty cool. So the channel store is really nice, and then also the settings. I'm connected to the Ethernet, but you also can do wireless if you want. And there's different screensavers. I love the fact that 1080p is available. Surround sound is available, which is really cool. You can check for system updates, all that fun stuff. So the settings are robust. They certainly suit the needs of what you're going to use as a streaming device. And one of the best features I can imagine having in a Roku is now the search bar searches for everything all at the same time. So here's two examples of some searches that I did. I don't want to have you watch me type something in. And I searched for House of Cards because I knew that was going to be a Netflix exclusive. So click on House of Cards, and once I hit search, it showed me that 13 episodes are available on Netflix, the whole first season, which is cool. Now another show is Arrested Development. I also love this show, and I know that it's available on multiple services. So I searched for it, and there you go. Season 3, all 13 episodes on all of those services. Season 2 and Season 1. And let's say, for example, that Arrested Development was not included in Amazon Prime, or let's just say that you're not an Amazon Prime member. You might have to pay to actually rent that episode. Well, it's also on Netflix, and I'm a Netflix subscriber, so there could be a situation where I might have to pay for watching it through Amazon, but I already have access to that content through Netflix. And that's amazing. I know that the Xbox tried to do that. I never could get that to quite work as well as I thought that it should. And this works perfectly. I was just super impressed. So type in movies and TV shows that you want to see, and it'll show you all the different services that it's available on. So, so far I am just thrilled with the with the way that the not Netflix, with the way that the Roku service is actually operating. I really am enjoying this operating system. So yeah, let's take a look at some content. Giant Bomb, again, one of my favorite sites. Their Roku channel is great. A lot of their videos are available here, and you can link your account to get some HD content as well. And one of the things that I noticed is that Supergiant Games has a new project. It's called Transistor. So let's see how this actually fires up through the Roku box. Supergiant Games, they did Bastion, which is one of my all-time favorite games, and so I'm pretty excited to see that they have a new project. So yeah, let's take a look. That loaded fast.
When you speak, I hear silence. Every word a defiance. I can hear, oh, I can hear. Think I'll go where it suits me. Moving out to a country.
Wow. Yeah, I would agree. Yes, that pretty much does look amazing. I cannot wait for that game to come out. And yeah, I guess let's take a look at how other apps launch. I've got, like I had mentioned before, Amazon Prime. So what's cool is the instant videos, I think, load much more quickly than they used to, which is certainly a big plus. Everyone likes things a little faster nowadays. And my video library would sometimes take a little while to load, and I noticed that with the Roku 3, it's just everything's there right away. So this is stuff that I've bought on Amazon. And yeah, hitting the home menu gets you right back to here. So overall, I mean, the interface is awesome. Adding channels is super quick. And the Roku 3, I am absolutely loving it. So far, all of the other tech site reviews, I would have to agree with them. It's a pretty sweet device. So thank you very much for watching, and make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check us out on gtubepO.com. Thanks a lot for watching.